Good morning, Vietnam! Welcome back to Comic Universe, the only nerd-centric thing you need in your life. DPZ riding solo here. And welcome back to Topic Tuesday, where we have topics on Tuesday! Yeah, I totally saved that! Anyway, so today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that I've talked a few times on my channel here and there, but, I decided, you know what, let's make it a topic here. Basically the idea, as you can see from the title, cartoons and comic universes. Basically, this is a topic of what if Marvel or DC decided, you know what, let's up the ante and have cartoon characters that we are a part of, companies we are a part of, obviously, DC with Warner Brothers and Marvel with Disney. And what if someone either it be a corporate decision by Disney or Warner Brothers, or a decision by, Marvel decided, you know what, let's try this. Marvel or DC decided, let's try this and see where it goes. So, that's the idea with, I'm working on here, is that what if they made the announcement of, let's actually have cartoon characters from either, for Marvel it'd be Disney characters in the Marvel Universe, or Warner Brothers characters, not just having them one-shot crossover like Hanna-Barbera characters and Looney Tune crossovers we've seen with them, but legit part of the universe. So I'm here to talk about, let's explore that. Now, obviously, we've seen DC crossover with the Hanna-Barbera and Looney Tunes cartoons multiple times. But what if we had characters that actually were a mainstay? What characters could actually work the best as a mainstay and part of the DC universe? I'll get to Disney in a moment. But let's say what characters would work best in that universe? Honestly, I think a few come to mind, and that is the Hanna-Barbera characters, the Hanna-Barbera superheroes in general. Such as Space Ghost, Birdman, the Herculoids, Thundar, what else? The Impossibles, the Galaxy Trio, all of them. A lot of those superheroes you could actually see being part of the DC universe. Now, the thing is that they've already have they've had their own comics and their own shared universe. But what if you did a comic where you reintroduced them and remade them in the DC universe? Now, obviously, all other shows are done. That means there's clean slates for all these characters. There's a clean slate for every single one of these characters. And, yeah, I think that you could, honestly, the best characters to do, if you were going to introduce cartoon characters in the DC universe, just have it that, something happens, and out of nowhere, here comes Space Ghost teaming up with Batman or Superman, or have, because when you really think about it, a lot of them do follow the DC traits. Mitor is a lot like Shazam. You could have it that he was, Mitor was, the first champion of Shazam. That was, he was the first holder of the power. You could even have, the Galaxy Trio, one of them becomes a Green Lantern, or you could have the Impossibles who get powers, they join the Teen Titans. You've also got, again, Space Ghost, he could be part of the Justice League. The Herculoids, they could team up with the Challengers of the Fantastic. Thundar, you can have him go on adventures with Kamandi. Yeah, there's just so much potential with those characters. And it's kind of funny, we've actually had cartoon characters become a part of comic book universes before. Obviously, the biggest one is Harley Quinn. Harley was a cartoon character who became part of the DC universe. But keep in mind, she was part of a comic book cartoon show, so yeah, but that's the closest example we have. Also with that, we have Renee Montoya, and I believe Lockup also joined the DC universe through that as well. So that's, those were all cartoon characters made specifically for the show that became part of the comic book canon. So that was, yeah, that's kind of the cool thing right there. But I'm talking actual outside continuity. So let's move on. So aside from other characters on the Warner Brothers side, I could honestly see Steven Universe being part of the DC universe. Steven Universe, Steven DC Universe. Yeah. but the question is, you would have to really retool it, because you would really have to try to explain, okay, why didn't anyone stop Lapis when she was taking the ocean? That seems like an Aquaman problem. Or what happened when the, Yellow and Blue Diamond came down to invade Beach City? You think the Justice League would pick up on that? You'd have to do some major retooling with that, so you'd have to wait till the show's over to, do something with it. That's my only thing. But honestly, though, I think Steven Universe can fit in the DC Universe. You just gotta put a little more work into it. So let's talk about, what if Marvel did the same thing? Like, what if Disney said, okay, we're gonna let you actually put our characters in the Marvel Universe? Honestly, the top one would be Gravity Falls. And not just because I'm such a Gravity Falls fan, but because it just seemed like Gravity Falls would be the easiest to put in the the Marvel Universe. One, the show's over, so you can do whatever you want with it. You can actually have it be a continuation of the series. That'd actually be the best way. Like, it's Dipper and Mabel's next year in Gravity Falls, and now they're teaming up with people. But I actually had an idea of how to do this. And here's how I would do it, and I talked about it on my channel before. My idea of how you could integrate Gravity Falls into the Marvel Universe is that you have them it goes all the way back to Secret Wars by Jonathan Hickman. And during the whole thing with all the incursion points, like one universe gets blown up by the other one by the Illuminati, one of those universes that was destroyed by the Illuminati was the Gravity Falls universe. But Ford managed to rig up a machine from his old portal that Stan used to bring him back. He makes like this barrier around Gravity Falls. Everyone inside Gravity Falls is saved, but the rest of the world is destroyed along with their universe. So they're trapped in like this pocket universe for a time being until the worlds are put back together, and they are placed right back where they would be on their universe, but in the new Marvel Universe. And all this time, they've just been kind of staying away from everybody, because nothing ever happens in the Northwest of the Marvel Universe. You've got stuff happening in LA, you got stuff happening like Texas, you got stuff happening obviously on the East Coast, or in Canada, but nothing happens in the Northwest. So yeah, nothing really attracted them until, shenanigans happen. Excuse me. So that's how I would integrate them, that they've been here for a while. They've just been hiding because they're kind of pissed off that you guys are supposed to be superheroes. You should have found another way other than blowing up other fucking universes, including our own. By the way, we lost our parents, fuck you. So that would be the case, is that Gravity Falls has kind of been here, but they've been staying away from everybody because, yeah, they're justifiably pissed off at everybody for, for their universe got to be saved because, assholes blew up theirs. Namely, those assholes being the Illuminati. So that would be the case of the, that's how I bring them in, and Marvel chicanery brings them into the forefront. Another interesting idea, and this is a little more out there, and I probably wouldn't go this route if I had a chance, but honestly I would have it that their universe was saved by the Spider God. They're, from JMS's Spider-Man run. And in that idea, like, okay, the Spider God saved them, but now the entire town, like, now has spider powers, like JMS Spider-Man powers, like, see in the dark, have those little web barbs, venom barbs, excuse me, and their spider sense is a little more enhanced. So, yeah, everyone has that, because they all, the Spider God saved them, but instead, in exchange, you gotta worship the Spider God now. I know, that's a really out there one, and that just came to me. Honestly, that came to me in a dream. I just have the weirdest ass dreams sometimes. But honestly, no, the Secret Wars idea is where I would go. But yeah, that would have to be the thing, is that with most animated shows, you would have, if you're going to do, like, something that's already still has seasons coming out, you would have to work really damn hard to run in continuity with both the comics and the cartoon. So I honestly would do it like with a show that is already over. I would do it with a series that is already, good and over, hence why Gravity Falls. It's over. You can do something else with it and be a continuation. Much like how they're doing a continuation of Doomsday Clock with Watchmen characters now in the DC Universe. That would be my idea. It's just Doomsday Clock, but with Gravity Falls characters in the Marvel Universe. There you go. That's my idea for it. So yeah, would I be open to it? Absolutely. I'm the crossover guy. But the question is, like, would, how long would this last? Like, would people be open to the idea of having these characters a part of this universe now? I think, obviously I think it's a ballsy shot, and the best way you could do it is, like, in an event to see where it goes, and then, or actually, not an event, because then people think, oh, you're just hyping them up for the event. The best way to put them in is, like, maybe a title. Like, how I would introduce Gravity Falls is, like, maybe in Doctor Strange. Like, maybe Doctor Strange or Ghost Rider, and then, go from there. I wouldn't put them in, like, a main event, like, oh, yeah, oh my god, Gravity Falls is now part of the Marvel Universe. What the fuck's gonna happen now? No, just put them in, like, a regular comic and see what happens. Don't hype, because it's gonna leave a bad taste in people's mouth if you try to hype them up, in an event. It's gonna like, oh, you just did the event to bring in those characters, and what if they don't sell well? What if that idea kind of peters out? At least in a single issue comic, in a main title comic instead of an event comic, you can have it that they show up, and you can have them be recurring characters, or they can just be like, we're here now, you can use this whenever you want, rather than be like, oh, we're all here, and it's, it's a big thing. So that's how, yeah, it's probably like the smarter move. Like, they could just appear, and then if they get enough popularity, they can get their own title, Gravity Falls in the Marvel Universe. I'm pretty sure that would sell. But anyway, so there you go, guys. On the Marvel side, it would be Gravity Falls. On the DC side, it would be the Hanna-Barbera superheroes, and possibly Steven Universe. But that's just me. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of cartoons entering comic universes? Would you guys be hip to it? What characters would you want to see in the Marvel and DC universes, respectively? Just comment below, let me know, and let us know here at Comic Universe, and see you once more in the universe.